Hi everyone, I hope you are doing great. It's your favorite CAD addict, Best of Delta. If you're here for the first time, please click the subscribe button and do not forget to hit the notification bell so I'll be the first to know when next I post a video. Well, if you are an old timer here, thanks for hanging around. It shows you're doing great. Thanks a lot, and I really appreciate that. So today alright, so today we're gonna be looking at exercise 13. Right, in our previous video we looked at exercise 12. So today exercise 13, as you can see from the drawing we have on our PDF document, this is not going to be easy, I can promise you that, but at the end of this video we should be able to draw this. Okay, so let's delve into business. So I'll go to AutoCAD. As you can see on the task bar, I have my AutoCAD already opened here, so I'll click on it. So you know the drill already. Okay, so you click on new, click on CAD ISO. Alright, as usual we'll create layers. So I'll go to layers, click on layers properties. Right, the layers property dialog box opens up, and I'll right click on the mouse. I'll click on new layer. So the first layer I'm going to be creating is called construct 1. We'll call it construct 1. This will serve as the layer for our construction lines. So we are going to choose cyan for our construction lines. That is going to be the color of our construction line, cyan. So I'll create another layer called diamond 1. Right, diamond 1, the color of this layer is going to be blue. So I'll click on that, click OK. So once you're done creating the layers, I'll just go straight ahead and close this layers property dialog box. You see where my cursor is right now, you click on it to close the dialog box. Then next up, let's go back to our PDF document to get some dimensions. Okay, so I hope you can see what I'm doing. So we are going to start off by drawing these cycles. Okay, we'll draw the bigger cycle and the smaller cycle. The dimension of these cycles is radius 20 and radius 40. Right, so let's do that. So back to CAD, then go to the draw ribbon, click on cycle. Right, we start now from the origin, so I'll type in 0,0. Now press enter. Alright, so I'll have to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in so that our drawing will be centralized. Okay, so I'll go by putting in the smaller cycle. Oh, sorry, I kind of forgot that. Let's go back to our PDF document to get that. Okay, radius 20 and radius 40. Alright, so the dimension of our cycle is radius 20 and 40. So I'll draw in the smaller cycle, radius 20. Press enter. As you can see, it's very small, so I'm going to zoom out. So I'll zoom out and pan to centralize our drawing. Zoom out then pan. Right, now zoom out. That's our cycle there. I'll still zoom out again, then I'll pan. Zoom out, pan. How am I doing that? You press hold the left button on your mouse, then you drag to whichever direction you want. Okay, you can drag it upwards, you can drag it downwards by simply moving your mouse. Alright, while I'm press holding the left button of the mouse. Alright, so if I'm okay with the position, I can just let go of the left button. Right, but I'm not okay with that side, so I'm still going to continue zooming out. Okay, I believe we can work with that size now, so I will still pan to centralize it. Alright, so next up, we don't need this UCS icon here, so I'm going to get rid of it. We are going to get rid of it. So click on it to highlight it. Click on it. Just click on it to highlight it, then you right click on the mouse, go straight to the very last option on this dialog box where you have UCS icon settings. Click on it, then click on show UCS icon at origin to deselect it. Alright, just click on it. That's it. Now next up, we are going to draw in yes, we'll draw in the second cycle of radius 40. Radius 40, yes. So go to draw ribbon. So I'll go to the draw ribbon now. This mouse is kind of giving me a headache here. I think the battery is kind of down. So go to the draw ribbon. Yeah, go to draw ribbon, click on cycle, ensure your cursor locks to the center of this smaller cycle. Click on it, then type in the radius 40, press enter. Now that's the two circle we need right there. Next up, back to our PDF document. So next up, we want to draw in these bad guys, right? We want to draw in these bad guys. Alright, so we're going to start off by drawing in this smaller this one right here at the bottom. So so let's do that. So from the center of our cycles to this very end to the very bottom of our drawing is 90 millimeters. All right, so I'm gonna draw in some construction lines. I'm gonna get an horizontal construction line that will cut across our cycle right at the center, and I'll set it at a distance of 90. Then we'll start off from there. Right, so back to CAD, I'll go to the layers ribbon, click on the draw diamond of the layers ribbon, select construct 1. Then I'll go to draw ribbon, click on draw diamond of the draw ribbon, then I'll click on construction line. Yeah, where my cursor is right now. Click on construction line. Yes, click on it, then you type in H for horizontal, then lock it to the center point of these cycles. Now it's not locking in. Why is that? So I'll go to the bottom right of the screen. Go to the bottom right of the screen, click on object snap, or you can use the keyboard shortcut F3. Then ensure the center point intersection and the rest of them is selected. Once you've done that, then you go back to drawing, lock your cursor to the center point of this circle, then you left click on the mouse to put in your horizontal construction line right there. So that's what we need. So I'll press escape to exit the command. Next up, we are going to offset this horizontal construction line. We are going to offset it at a distance of 90 millimeters. So I'll go to the modify ribbon, click on offset. Where my cursor right now, click on it. Now type in the offset distance 90, press enter on the keyboard, then you click on the line you want to offset. This horizontal construction line to the bottom, so I'll click on it, and I'll use the direction of the cursor to give direction to CAD of where I want my offset line to be. So I'll click on it, so it's downward right there. So we are going to zoom in. Alright, so that's our line right there. So I'll pan to centralize this drawing. I'll pan. Then next up, I believe yeah, back to our PDF document. As you can see, we have a drawing here, right here, a kind of cut. Yeah, so I believe we still need a vertical construction line. Yeah, cutting right across our cycle as well. So I'll do that. So I'll go to draw ribbon, click on construction line, type in V for vertical, press enter on the keyboard, lock it to the center of our cycle. That's what we need right there. So next up, back to our PDF document. So from this drawing right here, where my cursor is right now, you can see that you can see that this radius, there's a kind of a curve here, and the radius of this curve is 10 millimeters radius. All right, so it's 10 millimeter radius. So if that is 10 millimeter radius, that means we have a circle of diameter 20 millimeters. All right, so we are going to draw in a circle right there. So next up, we want to locate, right from this head, we want to locate the center point of this cycle of 20 millimeters. So how do we do that? So back to CAD, right from this end, this the very end of our drawing. Sorry about that, the very end of our drawing. So next up, we want to locate the center point of that curve. All right, so we are going to offset this at a distance of 10 millimeters, since the radius of the cycle is 10. So we are going to offset at a distance of 10 millimeters. So I'll go to modifier and click on offset. I'll type in 10, the distance. All right, 10, then press enter on the keyboard. Now I'll click on this line. We are offsetting upwards, so I'll click on it. Then I'll use my cursor to give direction, 10 millimeters. So next up, we'll draw in a cycle. So we'll go back to our main layer. So go to the layers ribbon, click on drop down menu of the layers ribbon, then you click on the 0 layer, which is our main layer, then go down to draw ribbon, you click on cycle. Alright, so ensure your cursor locks to the center, the point of intersection of these construction lines, right, which will be serving as the center of our cycle right there. So I'll click on it. Now type in the radius of the cycle, which is 10. Now click enter on the keyboard. So that's what we need right there, but we don't need a complete circle. All we need is just a curve. Alright, so we are going to start off by trimming off some of the part of this cycle. So I'll go to the modifier ribbon and I'll click trim. Once you've done that, then you click enter on the keyboard to select every object in the model space. Alright, so then I'll click on the lines that I don't need. We don't need this, I'm going to click on it. We don't need this as well, so I'll click on it. So right there. So next up, back to our PDF document. Next up, I want to draw in this bad boy here, right here where my cursor is right now. I want to draw in this bad boy. So how do we do that? Alright, so as you can see, the dimension have here, we don't have much of a dimension here, so we are going to offset right from the center, right from the center of our cycle. I believe the distance between this curve, where my cursor is right, before the distance between this curve and this other curve should be 5 millimeters. Let's assume it's 5 millimeters. Okay, so if it's 5 millimeters, all right, so we are going to offset again. Yes, we will offset. Go to modifier and click on offset, then type in 5 as the offset distance. Now click on this. Now that's what we need right there. Okay, 5 millimeters. So next up, from our PDF document. So yes, the radius of this curve is 5 millimeters. That makes the entire cycle to be 10 millimeters in diameter. All right, so right from the center here to down to this other center here, we'll have 25 millimeter distance. All right, so we are still going to offset this. Back to CAD, we are going to offset this line at a distance. Alright, before we do that, let's get rid of this constraint so we don't get confused. Alright, so I'll click on that, delete, press delete. So next up, we are going to offset this here. Okay, yes, this distance, this is where our curve is going to start off from. Alright, from the smaller curve, this is where it's going to start off from. Alright, so we are still going to offset this at a distance of back to our PDF document at a distance of 5 millimeters. That's correct. So we'll offset at a distance of 5 millimeters. I go to modifier and click on offset, type in the distance 5, then click enter on the keyboard. Now we'll click on the line we want to offset. We are offsetting upwards. Right, that's it. So next up, we still offset this at a distance of 25 millimeters. So you go to offset, click on it, then type in 25, press enter on the keyboard. So offset this at a distance of 25 right there. Then we still offset this. We are going to offset this horizontal construction line at a distance of 5 millimeters. Alright, I know you must be kind of confused right now, but I need you to stick to what I'm doing. If you're able to follow, you'll be if you're able to follow what I'm doing, you'll understand at the end of this. All right, so we are still going to offset this horizontal construction line a distance of 5 millimeters. So I'll go back to modify ribbon, click on offset, type in distance 5, right, press enter on the keyboard. Now offset this at, yes, 5 millimeters. That's what we want. So next up, this point here where my cursor is right now is going to be serving as the, yes, as the point, as the center of our smaller cycles right here. So let's do that. So I'll go to the draw ribbon, click on cycle, then show my cursor locks to this point of intersection, type in the radius, which is 5 millimeters, press enter on the keyboard. That's all we want. I'll do same on the other hand here, right here, and show my cursor locks to this point of intersection as well, type in the radius 5 millimeters, press enter. Right, so next up, we have to we have to join these cycles using tangent lines. All right, we have to join the cycles using tangent lines. So I'll go to the bottom right of the screen, click on object snap, and ensure the tangent option is highlighted. I'll deselect some of these other options so that we don't have difficulty locating the tangent points of the cycles. Once I've done that, I'll go back to the draw ribbon, click line. Yes, let me zoom out a little bit so I see what I'm doing. Right, so I'll go to draw ribbon, click on line, click line. Yeah, then locate the tangent point on this cycle, click on it by left clicking on the mouse. Locate the tangent point on the other cycle, click on it as well. That's it. Then do same on the other side of the drawing, the smaller cycles. So I'll click on the space bar on the keyboard to re-enter the previous command. So I will locate the tangent point on this cycle as well, click on it by left clicking on the mouse. Locate this, left click on the mouse. That's it. Next up, we don't need yeah, like I said earlier, we don't need the complete cycle. All we need is just the curve. So we are going to get rid of this other part of the cycle by trimming. All right, so I'll go to the modify ribbon, click trim, then click enter on the keyboard to re-enter yeah, to select every object in the model space. Right, so I'll click on the lines that I don't want. I don't need this line, so I'll click on it. I don't need this, I'll click on it. I don't need this, we don't need this as well, so click on it. So that's the shape we want right there. So next up, back to our PDF document. Next up, we don't we are going to draw in this. Yeah, we have a tangent line right here, and from this dimension we have a cycle. Yes, we have a cycle of radius, yeah, sorry, a curve of radius 30 millimeters. All right, so in order to do that, I'll have to draw a cycle of radius 30 millimeters. So the problem right now is to how we are going to locate the center point of this cycle. All right, so how do we locate that? All right, so the if you look at this drawing, this PDF document, so you look at this drawing, you see now you'll find out that the outer yes, the radius of the outer cycle is 40 millimeters. All right, so and the curve here is of radius 30 millimeters. So we're gonna sum it up. We sum it up, we'll have the radius. Yes, we'll have the radius of the circle we used to achieve this curve right here. So the radius of that circle is going to be 40 plus 30, that is 70 millimeters. But if you take a good look at this drawing, you see that there's a little space between this curve and the outer cycle. All right, so we're going to leave a space of, let's say, 1 millimeters between these cycles. All right, so the radius of our the radius of our curve is going to be 71 millimeters. All right, creating a clearance of 1 millimeter. So we're going to create a cycle of 71 millimeters. Then probably yes, let's assume that this cycle to get let's draw in that cycle first. So back to CAD, I'll go back to the construction layer, click on construct one. Now I'll go to draw, click on cycle, ensure my cursor locks to the center of this cycle. That is not happening. That's because we have some of the options at the object snap deselected. So I'll go back to object snap, click on it, select back endpoint, main point, center point, and the intersection. Alright, so lock my cursor to the center of this bigger cycle. Lock it there, click on it by left clicking on the mouse. Now type in the radius as 71 millimeters, press enter on the keyboard. Alright, so that's it. So next up, we want to locate the center point of that curve. Alright, so but we want to locate the center point of that cycle. Alright, so how do we do that? So let's draw in construction lines. We are going to draw in construction lines inclined, yes, inclined at 30 degrees, angle 30 degrees. Okay, so let's do that. So go to drawing board, click on drop down menu of the drawing board, click on construction line. Type A for angular, press enter on the keyboard, and type in the angle you need, 30 degrees. Alright, so lock my cursor to the center of these cycles. Alright, that's it. So I'll press escape, then back to the drawing board, click on it, click on construction line, then type A for angular, then put minus 30 for a reverse inclined angle, inclined construction line, then press enter on the keyboard. Lock your cursor to the center of this cycle. Right, so that's the lines we need right there. So this point here, this point of intersection of these construction lines is going to be serving as our, yes, as it's going to be serving as the center point of our cycle that we use to achieve this curve right here. So let's do that, and the radius of this cycle is 30 millimeters. All right, so I'll go back to CAD, then we'll go back to our main layer because we want to draw in the main line right now. So you go back to the layers ribbon, click on draw diamond of the last one, click on 0, layer 0, that's our main layer. All right, so we'll go to cycle, go to draw ribbon, click on cycle. All right, so lock your cursor to the point of intersection of this construction line, which is the center point of our cycle of radius 30. All right, so click on it, then type in radius 30, press enter. Do same on the other hand. All right, so yeah, lock your cursor to this point, type in radius 30 as well, press enter on the keyboard. So that's what we need right now. So next up, we are going to draw tangent line, so connect this curve to this this curve right here. All right, so yeah, so I'll go to drawing board, click line, yes, then lock my cursor. As you can see, we're having difficulties. That's because we have other options like intersection, endpoint, and the rest of them selected in the object snap. So I'll go straight to the bottom right of my screen, click on object snap, the selection of these options, endpoint, midpoint, center, and the intersection. We don't need right now. The only option we are going to leave selected right now is tangent. All right, so we'll leave it. Then we'll go back to our drawing, locate the tangent point on this curve, click on it. Also locate the tangent point on this cycle, click on it by left clicking on the mouse. All right, so that's it. So we'll do same on the other hand of this drawing. Locate the center here, the tangent point on this curve, click on it. Locate it on this cycle, click on it. So that's what we need. So next up, we don't draw in the tangent lines, but as you can see, we still have other lines that we really do not need in this drawing right now. So we are going to use the trim command to get rid of some of these lines. So I'll go to the modify ribbon, click on trim, then press enter on the keyboard to select every object in the model space. So we don't need this line, so I'll click on it. We don't need this, I'll click on it. So we don't need this as well, so I'll click on the lines we don't need. Do same on the other hand, click on it, click on this line, we don't need it, we don't need this as well, so I'll click on it. So you press escape key on the keyboard to exit the trim command. So we select, all right, I like to select these other lines that we don't need, then press delete on the keyboard. Do same on this right hand side for drawing, press delete on the keyboard. Alright, so I'm going to zoom out. You can see we have other lines here. I hope you can see where my cursor is right now. We have other lines here that we don't need, that's not going to make our job neat. Alright, so I'm going to zoom out and we'll see trim. Alright, so I'll zoom out just like that. So we are going to get rid of this line here. we'll get rid of this line here using the trim command. So go to modify, click on trim, press enter on the keyboard, then click on the lines. We don't need this, as well. Click on it, that's it. So press escape to exit the command. Then I'll zoom back in, then I'll pan to centralize our drawing. So that's it. So next up, yes, back to our PDF document. So next up, you can see we have other parts right here, but we can't to save us time, we can't go ahead and start drawing in these other parts one after the other. So we are going to use a command called the array command. All right, we are going to use a command called array. So as you can see, we have too many construction lines here, so I'm going to turn off the construction lines so that we'll see the actual lines we really need in this drawing. Okay, so go to the layers ribbon, click on draw diamond of layers ribbon, click on this slide bar where my cursor is right now beside the construct one layer to turn off the construction lines. All right, that's it. So next I'll go back to our main layer. So you need, sorry, back to our PDF document, we need this line here, we need this drawing, this part of this drawing, we need this as well. So to do that, so go back to we'll use the array command. All right, so to do that, go to the modify ribbon, click on the drop down menu of rectangular array where my cursor is right now, click on it, then select polar array. Click on polar array, yes, click on it by left clicking on the mouse. Alright, so we'll select the object we want to array. We need this drawing, this entire drawing right here at the bottom. Alright, so we are going to select it. So left click at this point where my cursor is right now, left click, then drag your mouse to cover the entire object or the drawing you need to array in this rectangular box right here. So left click, that's it, then press enter on the keyboard. So we are going to locate the center point. Yes, they are telling us to specify the center point of our array, which is the center of this cycle, but as you can see, we can't locate it because we have deselected the center point option in the object now. So I'll go back to object snap on the bottom right of the screen, then I'll select center point and then midpoint. All right, then I'll select intersection as well. Now I'll go back to, yes, locate the center of this specify the center point of our array. Now left click on the mouse, that's it. Now once you do that, you see the array dialog box comes up right here at the top of the screen. So what we need is just 3. all right, the number of items here you can fill it in. What we need is just 3 objects right there, so I will change that 6 to 3. Type in 3, then press enter on the keyboard. So that's what we need right there. So that's it. So there is no need for any other changes, so we'll just leave it like this. Then we'll go to where my cursor is right now, click on close array to go back to our main model space. That's, we're still in the model space, so close the array dialog box. That's it. So I believe this is our drawing. So let's go back to PDF document to compare to see if we actually did the right thing. Right, so that's it. That's our drawing right there. I think they are same. That's our drawing right there. So next up, don't be lazy, don't be like me. So I would advise you put in the dimensions. So let's do that. Let's put in the dimensions. Go to layers ribbon, click on draw diamond of the last one, click on diamond 1. Right, that's it. Then go to annotation ribbon, click on dimension. Then click start putting in dimension, click on the objects or the drawings you want to dimension, click on it to put in the dimension. All right, so that's it. As you can see, that is very small, so I'll go to the annotation ribbon, click on drop down of the annotation ribbon, then I'll click on dimension style. All right, where my cursor is here. So you click on the modify tab. Yes, click on the modify tab, then you go to text. The text size is too small, so I'll change it to 7. Let's change to 7. Press enter on the keyboard. As you can see, any changes you make, the effect will be shown to you here at the preview screen. Alright, so next I will go to fit. Right, so we don't need this. I'm going to deselect this and click OK. I believe that's all the change we'll be needing for now. So we'll go ahead and continue dimensioning. Click on dimension. That didn't go well, so I'll press escape to exit it. Click on dimension, which is line. Yeah, that's what we need. Now delete this. Now I'll do it again. Dimension. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Alright, let's turn off this for a while. Okay. Yes, that's it. What do we do with this? Yeah, 5. Okay. Yeah, that's the dimension right there, 25. Okay, 25. Alright, what else are we missing here? The dimension of this radius right here. Yeah, 30. What else are we missing? What else? Yeah, I guess that's all for now. So yeah, that's all the dimension we need. So yeah, we go to bottom left of the screen, click on layout 1. Alright, so this are drawing right there. That's a nice job we did right there. So yeah, so you can make some changes, widen this yeah, this space right here, widening up. The same here. So we don't need that grid, so click on paper to switch back to model space, and click on grid mode to turn it off. Then you can click back on model to switch back to the paper space. Now that's our drawing right there. Sweet drawing. We did a nice job. You should be proud of yourself if you're still here. If you haven't given up yet, you should be proud of yourself. Right, so that's it. So yeah, we don't need these blue border lines, so just create another layers. Click on layers property, click on new layer. This layer, I'll call it viewports. Okay, viewports, and click enter. Right, we should be concerned about with the color, because we're gonna turn it off. Alright, so I'll click on this blue border line. We don't need it, so I'll take it to the viewports layer. Alright, the current layer is diamond 1 layer. Alright, so we'll switch it to viewports layer. Click on it, click on viewports. So that is in viewports layer right now. So next up, we'll click on it to turn off the viewports. Click on this light bar right beside the viewports to turn off the blue border line. Click on it. Alright, click on the blue border line. Yes, so select it and click on this light bar beside it to turn it off. So that's it. That's our drawing right there. So that's a drawing right there. It's a nice job. So you should be proud of yourself. Alright, thanks for watching. I guess I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.